But Mike Tyson give me 2 minutes, which, well, these hands just as dangerous, I'm telling you. I'm a fool for love, that mean I'm a fool for you. I hate the way that love hurts, and I hate the things it do to me. Are you looking good, feeling good, and smelling good? You did, because I am. Now, before we even get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You did, because I'm on the way to get out the hood. I'm still fighting for that spot in LA, trying to be bougie on the hills. Hold on. This thing, you see when it was posted, bruh? When a gang leader confronts Mike Tyson. Now, I am a Tyson fan. You know, I'm a boxer myself, you know. I got these hands right here I got is dangerous. They dangerous. I'm knocking trees out. I'm punching rocks and I'm making them break. I make winter hide. I tell summer when it come out. You feel me? These hands like nighttime. You can't see. You don't know when it's coming. Let's see what this dude, this gang leader, try to do with Mike Tyson.
This gonna be a fight. Tyson, and you know it. You hit me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
He ain't gonna kill him with his hands. He gonna try to shoot him. He gonna bring a gun to the fight. I know it.
Welcome back to the Big Fight Recap here on the
I know
TV
it.
Classic.
Oh no.
On today's video, we revisit the infamous two-fight saga between Mike Tyson and Mitch Blood Green. A genuine beef that 10 rounds of boxing couldn't squash.
And this nigga got Jerry curls. I know maybe he knocking other niggas out, but look at Mike Tyson leaning this way. You would think the nigga done got hit with something, but he really finna come back with that.
He would face off one more time on the street.
Telling you.
This time in a much shorter affair with a decisive victor.
Oh. Oh my God.
After Tyson's 10-round decision to James Quick Tillis in 1986, the invincibility aura from Kid Dynamite took a slight knock as the two heavyweights battled out a much closer fight than the boxing fans and bookmakers expected.
Bruh, look. If somebody gave you $1 million right now to say, look, you got to take 3 punches from Mike Tyson in the face, would you do it for $1 million? Nah, $3 million. Do $3 million. For $3 million, would you do it? Be 100 though.
Are you that the knockout string is over?
Not at all. If anything, I feel relieved, and I'm confident if I wanted to, I could have knocked them out.
It was Tyson's first time going the distance, as he had finished his previous 19 opponents all inside the opening 2 or 3 rounds. That gave some of the other heavyweight contenders an incentive to catch this teenage dynamo early, halt the hype train, and earn the highest possible payday outside of a championship fight.
Tyson said, gonna give me a fight, I want Mike Tyson. Point blank. Michelle Tyson, he's a I'm gonna knock him out.
Mitch
Hold on now. Why you going for Mike Tyson head like that, bruh?
Green was one of the first fighters to utilize the new age of digital camcorders to get his message out there to boxing fans.
I'm gonna show you some feast your eyes on a real heavyweight.
There was no social media in those days, but local news stations and televised sports networks such as HBO would air the clips during a broadcast to gauge the fans' reaction.
See, when you watch something like this, you gotta believe he playing. I ain't never seen his fights before, so I don't know if he really good or not. But if I'm looking at this, I'm like, nigga, you a goofy.
It's probably due to audio compression over time, but I can honestly say I have difficulty understanding what Mitch Green is saying.
Facts.
Two clear things
He can't talk.
flexing and homophobic slurs. And bizarrely
Facts.
enough, as far as my research suggests, this was enough to land him a shot at the hottest prospect in world boxing.
But what's this nigga record though? Like, what is his record? Is he even winning enough fights to fight Mike Tyson like this, or he just doing that just to talk smack to make some quick money?
Growing up on the tough streets of Detroit, Mitch Green was a prominent player in 1970s New York gang warfare. By the age of 17, he had witnessed his father lose his life in a bizarre Western-style quick-draw shootout, not long before being shot twice himself, fortunately escaping with non-fatal injuries. Green tried to escape gang life by joining the UBA boxing gym in New York, but by this time his ties to the street were too pronounced, as he was now hailed the king of New York street gangs by the NYPD for his role as gang leader in the deadly Bloods crew. Things slowly started to change for Mitch as his reputation as a gang leader was exceeded by that of a talented amateur boxer. The muscular 6'5" big.
Hold on, amateur boxer? Why these niggas ain't got on helmets? I mean, he was minking that dude, but come on now, let's be honest. Look at his posture. Look at this. Watch this.
Things slowly started to change for Mitch as his reputation as a gang leader was exceeded
already
by that of a talented amateur
his
boxer.
hands too low. His hands too low. The boy, he fighting like he can't even throw the hands for real.
Big man that was racking up copious tournament success, including several New York Golden Gloves.
From the Bronx, New York, undefeated.
I won Golden Glove. Oh, he undefeated. I won Golden Gloves back in my prime too. No reason to brag and that.
His tournament success, including several New York Golden Gloves.
From the Bronx, New York, undefeated in 5 professional bouts with 1 draw.
Green took to the professional ring in 1980.
See, nigga, you getting draws in amateur fighting. Never heard of it.
And quickly started racking up wins over journeyman and fringe contenders such as Jumbo Cummings. Champion in waiting Trevor Burbick became the first man to beat Green in 1985, where Mitch made a good account of himself, only losing by majority decision.
Nah, that was his only competition.
Tyson and Green were on the fringe of a world title shot, so regardless of the antics, the two were on a likely collision course. The trash talk from Green just helped build more interest in the fight, which in turn certainly struck a chord with Tyson, who openly admitted to hating that ugly mother effer.
And Mike Tyson, traditionally, no robe, no socks. He says it makes him feel like a warrior.
Tyson met Green.
Bruh, imagine fighting without socks on, bruh. Listen to that. Imagine fighting. Look how he already sweating and wet. Imagine how slippery and his bunions acting up without no socks on, bro.
It was Tyson's first match at a prestigious boxing venue and also the first to be covered by a large television network. Yet, the occasion didn't change the traditional no robe, no socks attire. He was all business and had a personal vendetta to settle with the now not-so-confident-looking Mitch Blood Green.
And was so much a factor in the last fight that we showed you here on HBO that he didn't double up. He just was a little bit lazy, especially in the later rounds. So we'll see what he does about that against Mitch Green.
See, look, I like how he just turned right there. He went out there and turned Mike Tyson. That's good, but you're supposed to capitalize on that.
Always aggressive, right in front of his man. Now this is some hand movement. Quickest shot. There's the left hook I was talking about. He did draw a warning from Luis Rivera. Come on, holding.
He can't handle them. Okay. They're gonna grab him.
Until they get their mouth guard punched out of the ring in the first round. While Green had all the physical advantages, Tyson's supreme boxing skills and speed negated the gap in size and weight, backing up Green for the opening bell, slipping and countering, forcing the much bigger man into survival.
He know them punches hurt.
Big right hand against Tillis.
Ooh.
Tyson punched out Green's mouth guard again in the third, whereafter he started mocking his opponent for having a wide, gulping mouth, stalking him across the ring, landing fierce, single power punches.
Bisbee throws his punch. Another big left hook. Tyson there, hit uppercut.
Bruh, I don't want to brag or nothing, bruh. I know this not going to get out like that, but Mike Tyson, if you give me 2 minutes with you, bruh, I promise you I'll be your best competition. Simple. I know your every move.
Another couple body shots. Well, he's smiling.
Don't hit me too hard because you weigh more than me. You like 100 pounds more than me, but I'm just saying in general, you give me 2 minutes with you, I'll light you up.
Appeared to have his mind elsewhere as he bizarrely kissed his trainer, Kevin Rooney, while he was trying to deliver him intricate strategies and details regarding the fight.
Well, Kevin Rooney is in there and just jabbering away 100 miles a minute. Mike Tyson leaned over and just kissed him.
Tyson closed the show, trying to score the knockout, but Green's disinclination to engage allowed him to grab and clinch his way to safety, resulting in him
I say this, though. He do got a chin on him.
9 out of 10 of the rounds on every bit of scorecard.
He do got, look, he taking them punches like a man, though. I give him that. He lasted the whole fight.
They're not going to win this fight so easy because of his style. He's a dang tough opponent, and he took some fairly decent shots. But as you know, I won comfortably, and I didn't try for the knockout, and I used a great deal of discipline in there, not knocking him out.
Tyson claimed he carried Green the 10-round distance on purpose to punish him for as long as possible. And whether it was true or not, Green's personal pride was hurt, and he was willing to do whatever it took to restore a sliver of respect amongst his peers.
I told you, he gonna come back in there with a gun. And he gonna go on there. You thought you had me the first fight, did it? Fly, fly. Oh, wait.
Green retired from boxing after the Tyson loss and returned to the street to earn a living from selling drugs. He always planned to one day get Tyson back in the ring, but as his years of inactivity ensued, Tyson progressed to one of the most dominant heavyweight champions of all time, undefeated and undisputed. The days of fighting lingering contenders such as Mitch Green were over.
You can take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga. Making all that money. I know you made some good amount of money fighting Tyson. Why you go back to the same environment?
It wasn't until a couple of years after their fight that the two would meet again, this time in Green's element, the street. In the early hours of August 23rd, 1988, Mitch Green got wind that Tyson was shopping at a local clothing store close by to where he ran things on the street. Tyson had traveled a fair distance to pick up a luxury leather jacket handmade by one of his friends over at Dapper Dan's. As Tyson was chilling in the store with his entourage, Mitch Green burst through the door on his own, high on angel dust, demanding Tyson either give him a rematch or empty his pockets right there on the spot. Tyson, of course, no stranger to altercations on the street, dragged Mitch Green outside and pummeled him to the ground multiple times. Spectators said that the fight was short, violent, and very one-sided. In fact, it was no longer than 15 to 20 seconds, but that's more than long enough for the heavyweight champion.
Yeah! Dang, you should have brought the blicky with you then, if that was the case.
Severe damage. There is no footage of the fight, regardless of the clickbait you see on YouTube, but there were many accounts of what happened that all aligned. All except Green's account, where he claimed Tyson sucker punched him and ran.
Who threw the first punch here?
He did. He sucker punched me because he's with his friends, you know. And when he hit me, like I said, I couldn't get a chance really get to him like I wanted because everybody was like putting me, you know, holding me, like so he could get away from me, so he could get away. And he ran.
Nah. So you see a nigga face look good here, but Mike Tyson had no gloves on then. You felt full power. You weren't running from him then.
Became mainstream news around the world would add enough public intrigue to get his rival back in the ring. But Mitch had already burnt his bridges among the promoters in the sport, with his violent threats to Don King in the past already shadow banning him from ever earning any serious money in the ring again. After Green's failed attempts to get the rematch with Tyson, he filed a civil lawsuit for $20 million due to the injuries he suffered during their fight. The former gang leader came away with one small W to coincide with a long list of L's, winning the case and being awarded $45,000, close to what his purse was during their professional fight in 1986.
Yeah, I remember seeing Mitch Green's eye after that. It was like...
He broke his socket. Broke the eye socket, yeah.
He broke his eye socket.
Yeah. The eye socket. You gotta hit really hard to do some like that, right?
Green returned to the ring 7 years later, but at that point he was a shell of his former self and was beaten by journeymen with losing records until he hung him up for good in 2005. As of 2022, Green is still a large-as-life character, but now employs his energy through his love of Christianity.
That's good.
He still has a gripe with Tyson, but I think it's fair to say the two have now moved on, and whenever the topic is brought up today, they both make light of their infamous 30-year feud.
That didn't work. The boy scared to death. After we had the street fight, the boy scared to death.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't y'all have a street fight?
For the ring, for the street. Do somebody. He wouldn't do nothing. Oh, man, he freaked me out.
Did you know that actually Tyson and Sal are good friends and he comes to the show? He knew, look who's there. Yeah, it's Tyson. You see that?
He could have got you in if he wanted to. Look at him. Oh, snap. Look at him. Nigga like, oh, snap. This nigga here, my bad, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, Mike Tyson could have got you then if he really wanted to, but he didn't. He chose not to. So you need to respect Mike Tyson, bro. You need to respect Mike Tyson. Let that nigga know that you sorry for doing what you was doing. Apologize to that man. Apologize to him. You know, but look, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Remember, Mike Tyson give me 2 minutes, which, well, these hands just as dangerous. I'm telling you. I'm out. I think she farted, cause I heard something. I think her booty just went